What's going on, everybody out there? Money Making Joey back doing another video. Now, it's been some time since I've actually made a video on this YouTube channel pertaining to, Uber, Rideshare, or anything like that. I know some of my loyal, long-time subscribers since when I started the channel, sometimes they leave me comments asking if I still do Uber, and I've never really mentioned it in a specific video, but yes, I still do Uber part-time. I don't get into the whole, full-time thing for many different reasons, as some of you guys may know. But if you're new to seeing me over here on YouTube, one of the things that I do want to speak about, because even though I haven't really been making specific videos on the topic of rideshare, Uber, Lyft, things like that, I've been watching many different YouTubers, and there's one in particular, and I want to go ahead and put this disclaimer out there because I am not in any way, shape, or form trying to poke or hate at any other Pacific YouTuber that's doing their thing. It's just that there's something that I have noticed that's definitely worth mentioning for all of you guys out there, because for all of you that you don't have a YouTube channel and you don't make YouTube videos, you're just someone that watches them. When you come across a video on YouTube where, let's hypothetically say, you're not driving on Uber or Lyft just yet. So you're doing your research and you're trying to find information and figure out if this is the right thing for you. When you're doing that search, it's going to be very important that the information that you receive, you want it to be correct. It's going to make your journey just a tad bit harder if you receive information that's just really getting you half the way there, and then you need to physically go out into the field and get the rest of the 50% to get to 100%. And then now you're at the point where, okay, well, he kind of got me in the right direction, but his information still left 50% of the puzzle unsolved. So it wasn't until I physically got out here that I realized the full spectrum of it. Whereas you can have a different YouTuber, and I kind of consider myself to be like this, where it's like, I'll be 100% transparent with you. I will tell you the good, I will tell you the bad, I will tell you the truth. I will not give you 50% and think and try to push to you that, no, that was a whole 100%. It's all peachy. When I see a YouTuber that makes rideshare videos, and it's weird to me when they'll tell you there is nothing wrong, everything is great, and it's like, you cannot possibly tell me that there is absolutely nothing that you find wrong in the program. Like, don't get me wrong, I 100% understand, hey, let's think positive, let's put positive thoughts in the universe. I understand, I get it, but there has to come a point in time where it's like, yeah, that's fine, but reality is always going to be reality. We could put as many positive thoughts and positive energy into it as we want, but it's not going to change the reality of what it is. So there is a Pacific YouTuber that I've been watching. He makes good videos, and his main focus is, hey, you can make $2,000 per week driving for Uber, driving for Lyft. You can do it. It's easy. And yes, you can do it. And it's in my opinion that it really depends on what market you're in, because someone that's a TLC driver in New York City, it's going to be easy for them to make $2,000 a week due to the fact that they make, like, I think it's like $1.50 a mile. Like, they don't get paid the same that we get paid in North Jersey. What I make in North Jersey is not going to be the same that someone makes in Florida, in Chicago, in California, whatever the case may be. Not all markets pay the same. And then also, not all markets are equally the same. Like, if you're a TLC driver and you're driving in Manhattan, New York City, you're pretty much going to stay busy. Me in North Jersey, I pretty much stay busy. But we can't compare that to someone in Ohio. So we can't say that everyone can make $2,000 a week. And another thing to it is that I really think because these platforms, Uber and Lyft, has really been getting so much, bad publicity when it comes to YouTubers and stuff like that. It's in my opinion that it could be possible that both Uber and Lyft has kind of partnered with some YouTubers, and it's possible that there's some things going on underneath the table, because you have to look at it to a point of these YouTubers are, the counterpart to, okay, let's not have everything the truth. Let's not have everything as a negative. Let's kind of try to put something here that, this is going to be you make all the positive videos. And people are so blind to it, I feel, to the point where I'll be honest with you guys, I left a comment under one of the videos and I'm like, this guy works for Uber. Someone commented under me and said, of course he works for Uber. We all work for Uber. Isn't that the actual point? And I'm like, no, I just deleted the comment, I think, because I'm like, okay, I just wanted to test it and really see where people's minds were. Because in my mind, I'm like, you're crazy, because number one, you can't even understand, what I'm actually saying. He's bought and sponsored by Uber. And number one, and that just also shows how people are getting it misconstrued, because you don't work for Uber, you're an independent contractor. So I didn't mean it in that sense, but that's how people took it. So that was interesting to see where people's minds were. But since I don't want to make this video too long, now, $2,000 per week, I'm going to be honest, for most people out here, some people might want to front and say it's not a lot, but for most people out here, to make $2,000 per week is going to be considered to be a lot of money. Now, again, and when I watch these videos, I never actually see this specific YouTuber speak about expenses, mileage on the car, maintenance on the car. Like, really give me a mathematical breakdown, because you telling me, hey, I can go out and make $2,000 a week on either one of these platforms, Uber or Lyft. You can tell that to me, but do me a favor. When you tell that to me, also go ahead and give me a weekly breakdown of your expenses. Any tolls? How much did you spend on gas? How many miles did you put on a car? How often are you getting oil changes? How often does something break, right? Because in all actuality, someone isn't making $2,000 a week. You have to deduct those expenses. I'm going to give you guys an example. And before I even get into that example, another important thing to note is, like I mentioned earlier on in the video, I am a part-time driver. And another thing that's getting left out of this guy's videos is, when I tell you guys, as a part-time driver, I'm driving and working on average 25 to 30 hours a week. Inside of me saying 25 to 30 hours per week, this includes me cleaning the car. This includes me getting gas. This includes breaks. I'm going to be honest with you guys. So if I do a 30-hour week and we go ahead and we look in the app and we see I actually was only on the app for 23, 24 hours, I count from the time I walk out of my door to the time I walk in the door. You have a lot of these YouTubers that they'll show you, hey, look, I was on the app for 11 hours and this is what I made. They don't include what happens if at the end of this shift, this 11-hour shift, you are an hour away from your house. That actually makes it 12. They don't include them leaving their house and having to get the car cleaned and wipe it down and everything. That might take 30 minutes. Other things happen. You might have to put air in the tire, whatever the case may be. And also, if you take a long trip out in the middle of that shift and you have to drive back, a couple miles, that takes 20 minutes, and that's time that you actually worked, but that time isn't going to reflect on the online time on your app. So don't get it confused. If someone shows you, hey, I was online for 11 hours, it might have been a 12 to 13 hour day in all actuality. So when overall for the week, just know that when someone shows you, hey, I was online the whole week, 60, 70 hours, they're really pushing a 75, 80 hour work week easy. Easy. Now, when we start to take a look at those numbers, I'm going to be honest with you guys. Those hours are only achievable if you do nothing else within your life. Like, if you look through my YouTube channel, I drive Uber and Lyft, and I actually do storage auctions. Now, I do have 2 other streams of income, from day trading, investing, and things like that. But, it's actually like, Uber and Lyft is not the only thing I do. It would actually be impossible for me, to go ahead and drive an 80-hour week, run my eBay business. It would actually be impossible. So if you're someone out there watching the video and you're completely free in life and Uber would be the only thing that you actually do, I would say, heck yeah, go out there and work 80 hours. But most people that are inside of the rideshare business, I'm going to be honest, they have other things going on in life, whether it be, a job that they're working, whatever the case may be. There's other things going on in life. So therefore, they don't have 80 hours to put in. So they're going to go ahead and take, that part-time shift. So all in all, I would actually say you can make $2,000 a week, but there's a lot of things in the process that can come about that would make it a little bit tough for you. Things aren't actually peachy, but I don't want to make this video too long. Do get down in the comments. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll be sure, to answer any questions on the topic if I've left anything, blank for you guys. And do, like always, give this video a thumbs up if you found value from it, and get subscribed to the channel as well. We're going to be making these videos consistently. Money Making Joey, I'm out of here, and I will see you guys in the next one.